Hey guys, it's Miss Elise here. I hope you're staying safe and healthy at home. And that being said, I want to talk to you guys this week about what it looks like to stay healthy at home when you have to spend so much time at home. So to start, I want to review the health puzzle, which we learned about at the beginning of the year. So I'm going to go through each of the pieces, and then we'll talk a little bit more about what staying healthy for each of those parts of the health puzzle looks like. All right, so let's review those parts of the health puzzle. First up, I have our academic health. If you remember, our academic health is about trying our best in school and doing our best to make sure that we're always trying to learn. So we'll talk about how that's going to look a little different in this time. Next up, we have our spiritual health. Remember, our spiritual health is about our relationship with God. So we want to make sure we are practicing being in a good relationship with God, especially right now. That can be really helpful because God can bring us comfort in this time. And then we have our emotional health. Our emotional health is about the health of our feelings. So, in order to stay emotionally healthy, we need to make sure we know how we respond to our feelings. And then we have our relational health. Our relational health is about the health of our relationships with other people. So we'll talk about what relationships are important, especially in this time, to be keeping healthy. And then last but not least, our physical health. Our physical health is about the health of our body. And so we'll talk about what are the main ways that we keep our body healthy right now. So let's talk about academic health again. So let's remember, academic health is about trying our best in school and making sure that we're always trying to learn. So what does that look like right now to try our best in school? Well, right now, you're doing all of your schoolwork at home, which probably is a weird thing to get used to. But to make sure you're staying academically healthy right now, that means even though you're at home, always doing the schoolwork that your teachers are posting. So, like right now, by watching this health video, you're helping your academic health. Now, let's talk about our spiritual health. So our spiritual health is about our relationship with God. So let's think about the things that we can do to keep our relationship with God healthy. I'm going to give you guys a few seconds. So maybe some of the things that you thought of were praying, reading the Bible, going to church, talking to your family about God, worship. So now let's talk about our emotional health. So our emotional health, again, is about keeping our feelings healthy. So what we talked about last week actually focused a lot on how we can keep our feelings healthy. Remember, I had different activities for you guys to help breathe when you need to calm down or when you're stressed or maybe upset. So, different activities that help you to calm down and help you to relax are really great for your emotional health. So if you want to practice keeping yourself healthy for your emotions, you can go back to some of those activities from last week. All right, next up is our relational health. So again, our relational health is about keeping our relationships with other people healthy. So let's think about some of the relationships that are going to be the most important or the relationships that you're spending the most time in right now. It's going to be with the people at home, right? So your parents and your siblings and anyone else you live with, right? So I want you guys to think of ways to keep your relationships healthy that you can practice being kind towards your siblings or towards your parents or being helpful at home. Because when you're willing to be helpful at home, that's going to help show that you're willing to do what you can in your relationship with those people, okay? So, last but not least, how do we stay physically healthy? So again, physical health is about keeping our body healthy. So, what are the two main ways we keep our body healthy? Yeah, we want to work out or exercise, and we want to make sure we're eating healthy. So, a quick review of the 5 food groups that we want to eat every day so we stay healthy. We want to eat grains, vegetables, fruits, proteins, and dairy. So a great way to make sure you're exercising is make sure you're doing Mr. Chase's PE videos. I know some of them are really fun, and I know that they're a great way to stay healthy and exercise, and they're all things you can do at home. And then also just getting outside, and if you have siblings, playing games or running around is another great way to stay active. All right, now that we've talked about all the different parts of the health puzzle and all the different ways you can work on staying healthy at home for each of those parts, I want you guys to come up with something specific for at least one of those parts of the health puzzle, and then respond on this post with either someone taking a picture or a video of you doing one of those activities, and I want you to say which part of the health puzzle you're working on to keep healthy and what exactly you're doing. You can just respond to this post and write up one of the activities that you did to stay healthy.